can assure you, you'll be in the very capable hands of two of our very polished youngsters. And I think it's the right time to introduce them to you all. So let's give it up. They will be taking us through the program. But I'm here to remind you that very shortly we will be, as you see them coming in, do not let me remind you once again to give them a warm round of applause. For the moment, I have to make this announcement that goes for the staff and everyone. Kindly switch off your mobiles.
Sees for the show, and yes,
That's about it.
that's about it.
Sound check.
With us as our chief guest to grace our function here today.
Yes, absolutely. And with our parents present too, it sure is going to be twice as fun.
Indian folk dance is mainly performed to express joy. It has its own roots, motherings, nourishment, growth, and maturity. It has yielded generation after generation of performers.
People used to learn dances from their parents and grandparents, whose lives have been greatly influenced by customs. It might be to celebrate the arrival of a new season or the birth of a child, a wedding or a festival.
To mark the beginning of the celebration of music, dance, and drama that you're about to witness today, I call upon Niharika to give us a peek into what to look forward to for our first performance.
ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਬੱਲੇ ਬੱਲੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਰੀਸਾਂ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੀਆਂ ਸਾਡਾ ਹੱਸਦਾ ਰਵੇ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਸਾਡਾ ਵਸਦਾ ਰਵੇ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਵਾਹ ਜੀ ਵਾਹ ਸਾਡੀ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੀ ਸ਼ਾਨ ਨਿਰਾਲੀ ਹੈ ਆਹਾ ਆਹਾ ਮੱਕੀ ਦੀ ਰੋਟੀ ਆਹਾ ਆਹਾ ਉੱਤੇ ਸਰਸੋਂ ਦਾ ਸਾਗ ਆਹਾ ਆਹਾ ਨਾਲੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੱਖਣ ਜਿਸ ਨੂੰ ਖਾ ਕੇ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਸੂਰਮੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਦੇਸ਼ ਦੀ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ ਸਾਡਾ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਨੂੰ ਪਿਆਰ ਦੇਣ 'ਚ ਅਤੇ ਦੇਸ਼ ਦੀ ਖਾਤਰ ਕੁਰਬਾਨੀ ਦੇਣ 'ਚ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਆਗੇ ਹਨ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਪਿਆਰ ਅਤੇ ਦੇਸ਼ ਦੀ ਖਾਤਰ ਕੁਰਬਾਨੀ ਮਸ਼ਹੂਰ ਹੈ ਉੱਤੇ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦਾ ਲੋਕ ਨਾਚ ਵੀ ਮਸ਼ਹੂਰ ਹੈ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਕੂਲ ਦੇ ਸੂਰਮੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਪੇਸ਼ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਭਾਂਗੜਾ ਆਓ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਜ਼ੋਰ ਨਾਲ ਤਾਲੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਵਾਗਤ ਕਰੀਏ ਪੇਸ਼ ਹੈ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਭਾਂਗੜਾ
ਭੰਗੜੇ ਨੂੰ ਚਾਰ ਚੰਨ ਲਾਈ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਜੀ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਗੱਭਰੂ ਸ਼ਕੀਨ
give it. ਭਾਵੇਂ ਹੋਵੇ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਹੋਵੇ ਇੰਗਲੈਂਡ ਚਾਰ ਪਾਸੇ ਹੀ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਬਣੇ ਬੈਠੇ ਨੇ ਬ੍ਰਾਂਡ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਹੋਵੇ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਹੋਵੇ ਇੰਗਲੈਂਡ ਚਾਰ ਪਾਸੇ ਹੀ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਬਣੇ ਬੈਠੇ ਨੇ ਬ੍ਰਾਂਡ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤੇ ਨੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਵੱਡੇ ਵੱਡੇ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤੇ ਨੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਵੱਡੇ ਵੱਡੇ ਉਹ ਦੱਸ ਕਿਹੜੀ ਥਾਂ ਮਿੱਤਰਾ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਝੰਡੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਝੰਡੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਕੱਢੇ ਉਹ ਦੱਸ ਕਿਹੜੀ ਥਾਂ ਮਿੱਤਰਾ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਝੰਡੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਕੱਢੇ ਉਹ ਦੱਸ ਕਿਹੜੀ ਥਾਂ ਮਿੱਤਰਾ
What an electrifying performance. Can we hear it for the Punjabi goodies in the house one more time? There is no match for that energy. Moving on, it's now time for some reflection.
Each journey is unique, and each seeker charts a new path. But it is infinitely easier to do so having at least some knowledge about the experiences of those who have gone before. When we learn about the many different heroic paths available to us, we understand that there is room for all of us to be heroic in our own unique ways.
Says very rightly Pearson, author of The Hero Within. We will now have Elahe, who will tell us a little more about the performance.
Cast your fears aside and you know you can survive. When you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you'll finally see the truth that a hero lies in you. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting before you a song that will surely stir your soul, Hero, originally sung by Mariah Carey. There's a hero
What a soulful performance that was. Thank you, friends, for that wonderful reminder to stay in touch with the hero that's within all of us.
Stories have the power to take us on great adventures, immerse us in fantasy worlds, change our points of view, scare us, and make us laugh or cry. The characters bring the stories to life and join us on the journeys through the pages of our favorite reads. But have you ever thought about what might be happening in our brains when we let Harry Potter, Bella Swan, or Birbal take us on a fictional adventure?
Psychologists have come up with some ingenious techniques to measure how we connect with characters in stories. And they are still discovering how fictional characters might help us understand ourselves and others. Our favorite characters can really take us on the most incredible journeys. We have grown up with one such character, Tenali Rama. Now let's call upon Choti to tell us what's in store for us with the next performance.
मेरी पहचान, मैं चोटी हूँ, चौंकिए मत। राजा के सलाहकार तेनालीरामा एक मशहूर, तेज, होशियार और चतुर, उसी तेनालीरामा की चोटी हूँ मैं। उनके दिमाग में जो चलता है वो सब जानता हूँ मैं। जोरदार तालियों से स्वागत कीजिए इस सोने के आम नाटक की पेशकश के लिए।
महाराज कृष्णदेव राय की जय। महाराज कृष्णदेव राय की जय। महाराज कृष्णदेव राय की जय।
आज के दरबार की कार्यवाही शुरू करने से
क्षमा कीजिएगा महाराज, इससे पहले कि आज के दरबार की कार्यवाही प्रारंभ हो, हम आपसे कुछ कहना चाहते हैं।
जी आचार्य, कहिए आप क्या कहना चाहते हो?
यदि महाराज को स्मरण हो तो महाराज ने हमें अपनी स्वर्गीय माता जी की अंतिम इच्छा पूर्ति के लिए कोई उपाय निकालने को कहा था, जिससे मरणोपरांत भी उनकी अंतिम इच्छा पूरी की जा सके।
जी आचार्य, याद है हमें। क्या कोई उपाय निकल पाया है हमारा दुविधा का?
जी हाँ।
महाराज के माता जी की अंतिम इच्छा हम कुछ समझे नहीं महाराज।
हम बताते हैं मंत्रीवर। बात यह है कि महाराज ने हमें बताया था कि उनकी स्वर्गीय माता जी की अंतिम इच्छा थी कि वो रत्नागिरी के आमों का स्वाद चखे, किंतु उनकी अंतिम इच्छा पूरी होने से पहले ही स्वास्थ्य समस्या के कारण उनका देहांत हो गया और उनकी अंतिम इच्छा अधूरी रह गई। तो महाराज इस दुविधा में थे कि कैसे वो अपनी स्वर्गीय माता जी की अंतिम इच्छा को पूरी कर सके।
क्षमा कीजिए आचार्य, परंतु ये कैसे संभव है? स्वर्गीय राजमाता रत्नागिरी के आम खाने के जीवित तो नहीं?
मृत्यु मनुष्य की होती है मंत्रीवर, कर्तव्यों की नहीं। वैसे भी हमारे शास्त्रों के अनुसार यदि किसी मृत व्यक्ति की अंतिम इच्छा अधूरी रह जाए तो उसकी आत्मा को मुक्ति नहीं मिलती। महाबली सम्राट माता जी की अंतिम इच्छा पूरी करके उनकी भटकती आत्मा को मोक्ष दिलाना चाहते हैं, इसीलिए उनकी प्रशंसा करनी चाहिए।
आप सही कह रहे हैं आचार्य, परंतु हमारा प्रश्न अब भी वही है कि ये कैसे संभव है? स्वर्गीय महारानी जी की रत्नागिरी के आम खाने की अंतिम इच्छा कैसे पूरी हो सकती है?
हो सकती है, हमने तो रास्ता भी निकाल लिया है।
तो बताइए आचार्य, कैसी पूरी हो सकती है हमारी स्वर्गीय माता जी की अंतिम इच्छा?
बहुत सरल उपाय है महाराज। आप सभी पंडितों और ब्राह्मणों में एक एक सोने का आम बांट दीजिए, क्योंकि पंडितों द्वारा ग्रहण किया प्रसाद का फल सीधा देवताओं को जाता है।
उपाय अद्भुत है आचार्य। देवता को प्रसन्न करना मतलब सभी ऋणों से मुक्ति पाना। ये उपाय सहर्ष स्वीकार है आचार्य। हम आज ही सोने के आम बनवाने के लिए।
उसकी कोई आवश्यकता नहीं है महाराज। हमें पूरा विश्वास था कि आप हमारे इस उपाय को अवश्य स्वीकार करेंगे, इसीलिए कोषाध्यक्ष को कहकर सोने के आम बनवाने के लिए कह दिया गया है। महाराज, अपनी स्वर्गीय माता जी की पुण्य आत्मा का स्मरण करके इन्हें पंडितों और ब्राह्मणों में बंटवाने का आदेश दीजिए।
आदेश है।
चल मनिया, बुड्ढा मरने से पहले कुछ काम तो आया।
ये तो है, ये अपना बुड्ढा बहुत बड़ा चालू है।
बस मनी, तू यह प्रार्थना करके हम ये सोने के आम लेकर निकलने से पहले यहाँ कोई गड़बड़ ना हो।
हाँ धनी, चल निकल ले।
चल।
आप भी यहाँ खड़े हैं? महाराज, आपके विदूषक महोदय भी यहाँ खड़े हैं।
पंडित रामकृष्ण, आप वहाँ क्या कर रहे हैं?
अपनी बारी की प्रतीक्षा कर रहा हूँ महाराज। गोत्र धर्म के अनुसार मैं एक पंडित हूँ, उस नाते सोने के एक आम पर मेरा भी अधिकार बनता है। बस वही लेने खड़ा था।
खड़े नहीं थे, छुपे खड़े थे, ताकि उन्हें एक सोने का आम भी मिले और किसी को पता भी ना चले कि हमारे विदूषक महोदय कितने लालची हैं। एक सोने का आम पाने के लिए अपना पद खाली छोड़कर यहाँ पंडितों के बीच में अपना अधिकार पाने खड़े हो गए। ये तो लालच की पराकाष्ठा हो गई महाराज।
ये सब क्या है रामकृष्ण? हम आपको जो पुरस्कार देते हैं, जो वेतन देते हैं, जो धन देते हैं, वो सब पर्याप्त नहीं है क्या?
पर्याप्त है महाराज, पर्याप्त से भी अधिक ही गुना होगा। परंतु क्या? मुफ्त का माल किसे अच्छा नहीं लगता महाराज। यहाँ सोने के आम बट रहे थे तो मैंने सोचा क्यों ना बहती गंगा में हाथ धो लिया जाए।
पंडित रामकृष्ण होश में तो है, अब जानते भी है आप क्या कर रहे हो?
महाराज, ये अपमान है हमारा, आपकी स्वर्गीय माता जी का। आपकी स्वर्गीय माता जी की अंतिम इच्छा को यह बहती गंगा कह रहे हैं। हमें लुटेरे और आपके शासन को लुटेरों की नगरी कह रहे हैं। ये हम ये अपमान बर्दाश्त नहीं कर सकते महाराज।
नहीं महाराज नहीं, आचार्य आप व्यर्थ ही क्रोधित हो रहे हैं। मेरी यहाँ मंशा नहीं थी।
बस पंडित रामकृष्ण, लगता है आप अपने सीमा भूल बैठे हो। हम सब कुछ सह सकते हैं, लेकिन हमारे सामने साधु पुरुष का अपमान नहीं सह सकते हैं। रामकृष्ण, लगता है आप हमारी उदारता, हमारा स्नेह को कदाचित कुछ और समझ बैठे हैं। निकल जाइए यहाँ से, अभी इसी समय निकल जाइए, और आज के बाद आप हम अपना चेहरा हमें कभी मत दिखाइएगा। जाइए।
घर का दृश्य जहाँ तेनाली अपनी छोटी से वार्तालाप कर रहे हैं।
ये क्या किया रामा? सब कुछ बिगाड़ कर रख दिया है। सीधे महाराज से उलझ गया। मैंने तो वही कहा जो सत्य था। अरे ढंग होता है हर बात कहने का रामा। हाँ ठीक है, हो गई भूल, अब क्या फांसी पे चढ़ाएगा? फांसी तो तुझे लग कर ही रहेगी रामा, अम्मा के हाथों। अरे तू मित्र है शत्रु? चुप बैठ थोड़ी देर।
अरे आप आ गए?
हाँ वो
उठा लो।
क्या उठा लूं?
जल की शपथ उठा लो कि मैं जो पूछूंगी उसकी सच सच जवाब देंगे। क्या आपको दरबार से निष्कासित कर दिया गया है? सच सच जवाब दीजिए, मेरे प्रश्न का उत्तर दीजिए।
तुम्हें कैसे?
मतलब नगर के लोग जो कह रहे हैं वह सब सच है? उठा लो।
क्या उठा लूं?
अरे धोती उठा लो, भागने में आसानी होगी।
भागने में क्यों?
अरे पीछे देखो, अम्मा खड़ी है।
अम्मा नहीं नहीं, मेरी बात तो सुनो। अरे आप खड़े खड़े क्या देख रहे हो? बताओ वो क्या कह रही है।
पता था है या नहीं कि आप एक जगह टिक कर रहने वाले जीव ही नहीं हो। ये तो होना ही था। परिवार की सुख शांति देखी नहीं जा सकती ना आपसे। इतनी मुसीबतों के बाद भगवान की कृपा से घर मिला, एक आश्रम मिला, इतने बड़े महाराज के आशीर्वाद मिला, और सब गवा दिया आपने। क्या जरूरत थी महाराज और उनके स्वर्गीय माताजी के बीच में आने की?
ये अच्छा है, मैं क्यों ना हूँ महाराज उनकी स्वर्गीय माता के बीच में, बल्कि मुझे स्पष्ट दिख रहा है कि महाराज को ठगा जा रहा है उनके माताजी के नाम पर। सोने के आम ऐंठे जा रहे। अम्मा,
वह महाराज है, वह सोने के आम दे, सोने की अंडे। तुम्हें क्या जरूरत थी बीच में आने की?
अरे ये महाराज क्यों देने लगे अंडे? वो महाराज है या मुर्गा?
पहली बात, अंडा मुर्गा नहीं पक 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 मुर्गी देती है। और दूसरी बात, उठा लो कपड़े लद्दे, उठा लो। इन्हें तुम जैसे मूर्ख और बड़बोला बेटा नहीं चाहिए जो अपनी बात महाराज तक नहीं कर पाया।
अम्मा,
क्या हुआ? इतना सन्नाटा क्यों है? मैं समझ गया। लामा ने फिर से घूल खिलाया होगा, है ना लामा? अरे अरे अरे!
राजा के महामंत्री चिंतित और व्यथित थे, जिसके कारण वे रामाकृष्णा से मिलने जाते हैं।
महामंत्री, आपको यहाँ आने का कष्ट क्यों उठाना पड़ा?
आप अच्छी तरह से जानते हैं रामकृष्णा, हम यहाँ क्यों आए। आज दरबार में जो कुछ हुआ आपसे छिपा नहीं। आज सोने के आम बांटे जा रहे हैं, कल सोने के ऊंट बांटे जाएंगे, सोने के घोड़े बांटे जाएंगे और यहाँ तक कि सोने के हाथी भी बांटे जाएंगे। और इस तरह हमारे राज्य का राजकोष खाली हो जाएगा। इस कुरीति को रोकना होगा तुम्हें रामा, इस प्रपंच पर अंकुश लगाना होगा।
क्षमा कीजिए मान्यवर, मैं तो केवल एक विदूषक हूँ और अब तो एक निष्कासित विदूषक। मैं भला क्या कर सकता हूँ?
आप कर सकते हैं रामकृष्णा, और केवल आप ही कर सकते हैं। आपके बुद्धि कौशल का अनूठा अनुभव है कि आपको कोई दंड, कोई बंदिश, कोई सीमा आपको रोक नहीं सकती रामा। ये केवल आप ही को करना है, महाराज के लिए, इस राज्य के लिए, सत्य की जीत के लिए। और हमें पूर्ण विश्वास है कि आप हमें निराश नहीं करेंगे।
नहीं जानता कि आपके विश्वास की इस कसौटी पर मैं कितना खरा उतरूंगा, परंतु महाराज के लिए, इस राज्य के लिए मैं प्रयास जरूर करूंगा।
तेनालीरामा कुछ युक्ति सोचते हैं और तत्ताचार्य से मिलने उनके घर चले जाते हैं।
आपसे मिलने कोई रामकृष्ण आए हैं, बाहर ही खड़े हैं।
गुरुजी, पंडित रामकृष्ण आपसे क्यों मिलने आए हैं?
आया होगा अपनी पुनर्नियुक्ति की याचिका लेकर। वो जानता है ना, हम कहेंगे तो महाराज इनकार नहीं करेंगे।
सब आप जैसे लोग कैसे हो सकते हैं? इसका कहने का अर्थ यह है कि सब आप जैसे महान कैसे हो सकते हैं गुरुजी?
तो उनसे हम क्या कह रहे स्वामी? वो बाहर प्रतीक्षा कर रहे हैं।
करने दो प्रतीक्षा, करने दो। धनी मनी जाओ, जाकर उसे कह दो ये तथाचार्य के सोने का समय है, राजगुरु सो रहे हैं।
आज्ञा दीजिए गुरुजी।
आज्ञा है।
धनी मनी तेनाली से मिलने जाते हैं और तत्ताचार्य चुपके से उनके बातें सुन रहे हैं।
कहिए, क्या काम है?
आपके गुरुजी से मिलना था बंधुवर।
नहीं मिल सकते आप हमारे गुरुजी से। हमारे गुरुजी ने कहा है कि हम आपको बताएं कि वो सो रहे हैं। मतलब सोने से पहले कहा था कि सोने जा रहे हैं। अब तक तो सो भी चुके होंगे। मुस्कुरा क्यों रहे हो?
नहीं, बड़ी निराशा हुई, राजगुरु तत्ताचार्य से भेंट नहीं हो पाएगी।
क्यों निराश होते हो? तुम मुस्कुराते हो।
नहीं, असल में कल मेरे स्वर्गीय पिताजी की पुण्यतिथि है। सभी पंडितों को भोजन कराना था। यदि वो मेरे निवास स्थान आकर भोजन ग्रहण कर लेते तो भाग्य की बात होती मेरे लिए।
गुरुजी अवश्य पधारते, पर क्या करे, सो रहे हैं।
कोई बात नहीं, दुख तो इस बात का है, सोचा था राजगुरु तत्ताचार्य मेरे निवास स्थान आकर आएंगे, इसलिए कितने सारे स्वादिष्ट व्यंजन बनवा लिए थे।
जैसे
पायसम, शुद्ध देसी घी बना गाजर का हलवा, पेसरट्टू, बैंगन का चटपटा भरता और क्या ना जाने स्वादिष्ट व्यंजन बनवा लिए थे। परंतु लाभ क्या इन बातों का, राजगुरु तत्ताचार्य आएंगे ही नहीं।
आएंगे, जाएंगे, नहीं जाएंगे। गुरुजी नहीं जा पाएंगे। माता पीट लो फिर भी नहीं जा पाएंगे। सर फोड़ लो फिर भी नहीं जा पाएंगे। आवश्यक काम है गुरुजी को।
ठीक है, दुर्भाग्य मेरा, परंतु आप दोनों तो आ सकते हैं। गुरु न सही, शिष्य ही सही।
अभी चले?
नहीं, अभी नहीं, कल। पुण्यतिथि तो कल है ना।
आ गए, समझो पहुंच गए, पहुंच कर बैठ
हाँ,
गए।
बस समझ गया। आज्ञा दीजिए।
हमारी प्रतीक्षा करना।
ठीक है।
तेनालीरामा के घर पर भोजन समाप्ति के बाद का दृश्य।
कैसा रहा भोजन मान्यवरों?
बहुत ही स्वादिष्ट और लाजवाब भोजन था, मजा आ गया।
धन्यवाद। आओ भगत में कोई कमी तो नहीं रहेगी?
नहीं।
भगवान आपके स्वर्गीय पिताजी की आत्मा को शांति प्रदान करे। अच्छा, अब हम आपसे विदा लेते हैं। चलो भाई चलो, महल भी तो जाना है महाराज से मिलने।
चलो।
अरे रुकिए बंधुवर, भोजन तो हो ही गया, परंतु और कुछ और भी बाकी है, खिलाना है आप सभी को।
नहीं बंधुवर नहीं, अब तो थोड़ी भी जगह नहीं बची है पेट में।
आप मेरे स्वर्गीय पिताजी की पुण्यतिथि पर यहाँ पधारे, भोजन ग्रहण किया, इसलिए हृदय से धन्यवाद। परंतु अभी भी एक अंतिम इच्छा शेष रह गई है। यदि आप थोड़ी देर रुक जाए तो वो भी पूर्ण कर लूँ और फिर आप सभी प्रस्थान कर सकते हैं।
आप आपके स्वर्गीय पिताजी की अंतिम इच्छा पूरी कर लीजिए, तब तक हम इधर रुकते हैं। क्यों?
हाँ।
वैसे आपकी स्वर्गीय पिताजी की अंतिम इच्छा क्या थी?
अभी बताता हूँ। मेरे पिताजी चाहते थे कि मैं उनके पीठ पर इस छड़ी से 100 बार मारूं।
ये क्या कह रहे हैं मान्यवर? इसका अर्थ क्या है?
बड़ा ही सरल सा अर्थ है बंधुवर। जिस प्रकार आपने मेरे पिताजी का पसंद का भोजन खाया, उसी प्रकार से उनकी अंतिम इच्छा पूर्ति करने के लिए इस छड़ी की 100 मार खाई है।
क्या मजाक कर रहे हो पंडित? ये कोई बात हुई? ऐसे थोड़ी ना होता है। 100 छड़ी के मार कौन खाएगा भला?
आप खाएंगे बंधुवर। आप तो महान राजगुरु तथाचार्य के प्रिय शिष्य, तो आप ही से शुरू करते हैं।
बस बहुत हो गया पंडित, आज तूने अपनी सारी सीमाएं लांघ ली। दुष्ट, तेरी इस नीच हरकत की तुझे क्या दंड देना चाहिए, इसका निर्णय महाराज करेंगे। आज करेंगे, अभी करेंगे। चलो सब लोग।
चलो।
सभी पंडित और तथाचार्य अपनी शिकायत लेकर महाराज के पास पहुंच जाते हैं।
महाराज, ये हमारे अकेले का अपमान नहीं हुआ है, ये तुलवा कुल के संस्कारों का अपमान हुआ है। महाराज, इसे दंड दीजिए, ऐसा ऐतिहासिक दंड दीजिए जिसकी गूंज शताब्दियों तक इस महल के कोने कोने में गूंजती रहे। हमें न्याय दीजिए महाराज।
न्याय दीजिए।
न्याय मिलेगा आचार्य, न्याय मिलेगा, अभी इसी समय मिलेगा। मंत्रीवर।
जी महाराज।
सिपाहियों की एक टुकड़ी को भेजिए पंडित रामकृष्ण के घर और उनको अभी इसी समय हमारे सामने प्रस्तुत किया जाए।
जी महाराज।
क्षमा कीजिए महाराज, परंतु इस समय रामकृष्ण घर पर नहीं मिल सकते।
कौन है ये दुष्ट जिसने हमारे और महाराज के बीच में बोलने का दुस्साहस किया?
जी मैं यहाँ हूँ।
पंडित रामकृष्ण, ये किस प्रकार का परिहास है और आप ये घड़ा पहनकर हमारे सामने क्यों खड़े हैं?
मैं आपके ही आदेश का पालन कर रहा था महाराज। आपने ही कहा था कि आप मेरा चेहरा तक नहीं देखना चाहते।
पंडित रामकृष्ण, सबसे पहले ये घड़ा हटाइए, हमारे सामने ठीक से उन्मुख होइए।
जी महाराज।
आचार्य और उनके पंडितों का आप पर यह आरोप है कि आपने उन्हें घर बुलाया और उन्हें अपमानित किया। आपके सफाई में आप कुछ कहना चाहते हो?
क्षमा कीजिए महाराज, अन्याय तो मेरे साथ हुआ है। आरोप मेरा है कि राजपुरोहित और बाकी पंडितों ने छला है मुझे।
ये देखिए महाराज, उल्टा चोर कोतवाल को डांटे।
पंडित रामकृष्ण, आप जो भी करना चाहते हैं वो साफ साफ और स्पष्ट शब्द में बोलिए।
जी महाराज, मैं बताता हूँ। हुआ यूँ कि कुछ समय पहले लंबी बीमारी के कारण मेरे पिताजी का देहांत हो गया। मृत्यु से पहले उन्होंने मुझे अपनी अंतिम इच्छा बताई थी। पिताजी चाहते थे कि मैं उनके पीठ पर 100 बार छड़ी से मारूं। अब आप ही बताइए महाराज, क्या पुत्र अपने पिता पर हाथ उठा सकता है? मैंने वैसा नहीं किया और उनका देहांत हो गया। फिर मैंने युक्ति निकाली। पिताजी के पुण्यतिथि पर मैंने एक भोजन का कार्यक्रम रखा जिसमें राजपुरोहित और बाकी पंडितों को आमंत्रित किया, उनका आदर सत्कार किया। फिर मैंने उनको पिताजी की अंतिम इच्छा वाली बात बताई। आचार्य ने स्पष्ट रूप से मना कर दिया। अब आप ही न्याय कीजिए महाराज।
महाराज, ये होशियार महाराज होशियार, ये चालाक पंडित आपको अपने शब्दों के जाल में फंसाने का खूब प्रयास रहा है। हम पूछते हैं, हम पंडितों को मारकर इसके पिता की अंतिम इच्छा कैसे पूरी हो सकती है?
हो सकती है आचार्य,
कैसे पूरी हो सकती है?
अवश्य हो सकती है।
कैसे पूरी हो सकती है? छड़ी की मार तो केवल आपके पिता खाना चाहते थे।
तो आम भी तो केवल महाराज की स्वर्गीय माता जी खाना चाहती थी आचार्य। यदि सोने के आम बटने से राजमाता की अंतिम इच्छा पूरी हो सकती है, तो एक साधारण छड़ी की मार खाकर मेरे पिताजी की अंतिम इच्छा क्यों पूरी नहीं हो सकती महाराज?
राजपुरोहित को अपनी गलती का एहसास होता है और इन सब से बचने के लिए वे युक्ति निकालते हैं और कहते हैं,
कल राजमाता हमारे स्वप्न में पधारी और उन्होंने कहा कि
क्या कहा आचार्य? हमारे स्वर्गीय माताजी ने
ऐसा पुत्र पाकर उनकी और किसी भी बात की और कोई इच्छा नहीं रही। उनकी सब इच्छाएं पूरी हो गई और उन्होंने ये भी कहा कि उनके नाम पर सोने के आम बंटवाने की जगह उतने ही धन में निर्धन बच्चों के लिए विद्यालय बनवा लिए जाएं, निःशुल्क चिकित्सालय बनवा लिए जाएं और बेघर वृद्ध लोगों के लिए घर बनवा दिए जाएं। यही होगी आपकी उनके प्रति सच्ची श्रद्धांजलि।
वाह आचार्य वाह, हम ये अवश्य बनवाएंगे।
इस प्रकार तेनाली रामकृष्ण ने अपनी बुद्धि की चतुराई से इस समस्या का हल निकाला और राजकोष के धन को भी बचा लिया, जिससे महाराज ने खुश होकर तेनाली रामा के घर ढेर सारे आम भिजवा दिए। सुनिए सुनिए, सोने के आम नहीं, खाने के आम भिजवा दिए।
महाराज कृष्णदेव राय की जय। महाराज कृष्णदेव राय की जय। महाराज कृष्णदेव राय की जय।
धन्यवाद।
That was such a refreshing and hilarious play.
Yes, indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, we have with us Miss Susanna Sado, a professor of ethnomusicology at the University of Aveiro, Portugal, and a visiting professor at the Goa University for the Cunha Rivara chair. Her research interests include music and post-colonial approach, sound archives, music in the Lusophonic world, music and post-dictatorship regimes. She is the author of the book Wars of Jasmine and Mogren, Music Identity and Emotions in Goa, which received the 2012 Culture Award from the Lisbon Geographical Society, and co-editor of the book Historical Sources in Ethnomusicology in Contemporary Debate.
Ma'am, may we please request you to kindly share a few words with us on this occasion?
Well, I'm not so tall as you. Well, I want to thank you very much for inviting me, Mr. Dr. Joseph, Mr. Joseph, the principal of this wonderful school, and our colleagues. We are all professors, so we are all colleagues, and also the parents, and especially the students, all the staff. Thank you very much for inviting me to be here. It's an honor, and I'm a little bit smashed with all these performances because it is a huge surprise for me to see so much professionalism in everything that you are making in this school, and especially the students. Well, I'm putting this because I cannot speak more than 10 minutes. I was advised like that. So I'll try to say what I like to say in these 10 minutes. I'm a musician also. I play piano and I play gumot. I hope for many of you gumot is familiar. It's a musical instrument from Goa. And I've been dedicating my life as a student and as a researcher to research music in Goa. And to research music not only in the sense that how music is a reflection of the society, but especially how music is important to transform society. And I think that here we had a wonderful example on how music and how the performing arts, not only music, is a wonderful tool to transform ways of being. I see all these students here so professional, so free, making their performances. Of course, I could not understand anything of this theater. I could follow more or less because I know a little bit about mythology of Hindu or Hindu mythology, but I don't know how to speak or understand Hindi. But it was interesting and wonderful to see how the students were engaged and how they could, they are so accomplished one of each other in order to put this play in a so professional way. I want to focus also in the song and in the music, because when we listened to Mariah Carey song that you performed together, this is a good example of how music can transform our life and us as person. I saw that, well, in the plays and in the dance, we can play and we can dance. Sometimes we are not completely coordinated, but, well, we try our best to make this look as a collective thing. But when we sing together, it's impossible to be out of tune, or it's impossible to be out of rhythm. Otherwise, it will be very strange. So the music has this capacity to put us together, to make something at the same time. And independently of our individuality. We saw that each of those singers have the wonderful voices, especially for children with 12 years old or 13 years old. The voices are already very mature. And, but when they sing together, they need to be exactly together. And music, I'm sorry, but music is the only thing that gives us this possibility to make something together exactly at the same time. I want to share with you a biographical note related with Goans. In the year 2000, Goans decided to create the World Goa Day. And as you know, probably there are many Goans here, the Goans are spread throughout the world. So we have Goans in Australia, in Mozambique, in Canada, in Dubai, in London, in Portugal, in many places around the world, and in Goa, of course. So Goas in the diaspora decided to create this World Goan Day, which is on the 20th August, and the day when Konkani achieved the status of national language. And they created a hymn for this Goa Day called Proud to be a Goan. I don't know if you know this hymn. And they decided together, through the internet of course, that they will sing this song at the same time on that particular day. So on the 20th August, the year 2000, Goas in Australia, in Dubai, in Goa, in Portugal, in England. I know that because I was with the Goans in Portugal. So in Portugal, it was 4 p.m. In Australia, it was 4 a.m. But they knew that they were all together singing that hymn at exactly the same time. And music is the only behavior that gave us this opportunity, that offers this opportunity to do something exactly at the same time. Otherwise, we are not together. We are singing in different ways. So this biographical note related with Goans is very symbolic to me. And it's and I give this example many times in many places because it's very significative. No? It gives to music a very important role in our life. So having music, and in this case, in the case of your school, I'm very happy also to see that you are so eclectic in music. This is a privilege. This is not very common in other parts of the world, to have performance related in Hindi, to have performance in popular music of the West, in jazz, in rock, and in traditional musics and dances. So I think this is a privilege of this school. I'm very, very honored to be here. This is a wonderful experience for me. I want to thank you very much for inviting me to be here. And I want to wish you luck to this wonderful school with such good conditions, and in particular for giving so much value to the performing arts, which according to the Convention of UNESCO 2006 is crucial for all the schools and for the future and for the new century. If the performing arts are responsible for creativity, and all of us need to be creative in so competitive world, so engineers need to be creative, and the artists need to be creative. All of us need to be creative in order to have success in our lives. And the performing arts are the tools that give us this possibility to be creative. So thank you so much, and much success to all of you. I see that you are very, very professional, very self-confident, and I believe that also this relationship with the performing arts is responsible for this so wonderful way of being related with these tools, related with the stage, related with each other. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your profound words. It is truly an honor for us to have you here today.
Their sleek lines and high, silent jumps had the feel of a well-oiled 1958 Chevrolet Impala, a pure expression of another era and something we remember as historically elegant. Erika Kinach wrote in 2005 in the New York Times, reviewing Giordano Moves, a tribute presented at the 14th Annual Jazz Dance World Congress in Chicago. The middle school students have had the opportunity to learn this amazing dance form over the past few months.
Blending both African and European dance styles, jazz is a high-energy dance that has a liveliness which sets it apart from traditional dance forms such as classical ballet. Please welcome Kanisha to give us an insight into what's up next.
Empty, moronic, pandering, and utterly forgettable. Reckon the Toronto Globe and Mail as the reviews for the movie The Greatest Showman. The New York Post suggested that the songs by Benj Pasek and Justin Paul were tacked on like some drunk's game of pin the tail on the donkey. And The Greatest Showman was indeed consigned in history, but not in the way anyone expected. The film was a breakout hit, and the soundtrack was #1 in the UK album charts. Clearly, it hit a nerve with a great many people. And here is our attempt to just that. Presenting before you, This Is Me from The Greatest Showman.
I am not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send the blood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me. down. I'm gonna send the blood, gonna drown him out. This is brave, this is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be. This is me.
I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for that spectacular jazz classical. I now request our principal, Mr. Carol Joseph, to kindly say a few words on this occasion.
Ms. Susanna Sardo, Ms. Gokhale, Ms. Das, parents, guardians, guests here today, staff and my dear students. A very warm good evening to all of you here. Thank you for being here. It's been, let's go to first what I was about this performance, and let me share with you a bit of what I was talking with Ms. Sardo in the office. Ma'am talked of how culture, we shape culture, and how culture influences us. It's almost a simultaneous process. And I hope that when we watch movies or when we are watching performances, we don't forget that part of it. We sometimes tend to forget to see what's important in an item. Let's take, for example, Tenali Rama's tale, where we realize that sometimes whether religious leaders or political leaders have their limitations, have their flaws, have their feet of clay, but they can make mistakes too. And we must be able to point them out. We must be able to call them out. And of course, no matter how big you are, you can also realize that it's okay to accept and acknowledge one's error. In the song, yes, we clapped for the wonderful dancing. But what about the lyrics of the song? How many times have we compared one child to another child? How many times have we told a child that he or she is not what we want them to be or expect them to be, or not like the cousin or the neighbor's child? And we show our disappointment. And would we allow our kids to say, when the sharpest words cut me down, I'm going to send a flood, going to drown me out, I am brave, I am bruised, I am whom I am meant to be, this is me. Do we allow the arts to influence us and impact us and educate us? When we may watch an avatar and we may get carried away by the effects, but sometime after that, do we learn to reflect on what it takes to be a father? Being a biological father and being a true parent, what it costs. And both parent and child can reflect on that. Because as children, we often judge, we often condemn, we hold them to account. And we only realize when we become parents ourselves, or when we become adults ourselves, responsible for somebody else. It is those conversations that, through programs like this, or even through any of dance music, we learn to go beyond the superficial and allow ourselves to receive an education. To go back to the year gone by, was one of the, I was telling staff, this is easily the toughest year that we've had at TGS, and I've had at TGS. Some of our staff have been here from 2018. 2 years of lockdown, children homeschooled, children being at home, children seeing domestic conflict, children seeing unemployment, children seeing not being with their peers, children being homeschooled and being deprived of, I won't say, children being homeschooled and not getting, reaping the advantages of a social environment. Kids not being able to study for various reasons, economic reasons, places because there wasn't the technology or the infrastructure to support their learning sometimes. So lots of things happened. We as teachers, we struggle with our own problems too, as we learn to be responsible for ourselves, and we too grappled with what we lost during COVID. So it was the toughest year, and then coming back, suddenly the government says, open it from tomorrow, and yes, we had to get a whole curriculum and a whole educational program running and hit the ground running in 48 hours. And then even when you had a break, making sure that everything was in place as much as possible. Just being here sometimes I think is an achievement. We completed investiture at the start of the year. We went on to do all our co-curricular events. We did our graduation. We did our sports day. We finished, this is probably the last big one. I know the grade 10s they began on Friday with their French-speaking examination, and most of the examinations begin tomorrow. But for grades 6 to 9, this is their last big one for the year. And just doing this, just being able to be here today and finishing it, for me is a big achievement. We've grown from 180 in 2022 to 300 plus over the last 6 months. At the start of April last year, we were 180, and then we went up to 300 over the year. And that too, while I like to grow slowly, that too took some getting used to. We've had frayed tempers. We've had our issues. You know that full well. It's not been easy. I'm sure it's not been easy for you. Thank you for all the support you've given us. Thank you for being patient with us. We've had ups and downs, but we've done fairly well. I'll still take whatever we managed to achieve. I guess from going from 180 to 300 itself is good for me, that we must have done something right. I know we did something wrong. We've made our share of mistakes. I'm told that even the chief minister, with all his busy schedules, has been made aware of some of the things that happen at TGS. So I'm humbled by that as well, and it's good to know. But thank you for your cooperation. No bird ever flew on one wing. No chariot ever ran on one side of the wheels. The school would never be able to function without your support. And you can always count on this fact that we'll be there to listen. We're there to hear, we're there to listen as much as possible. Call us out, I don't have a problem. We'll have it out across the table, but always know that at the end of the day, we'll try and nurture the individuality of all our kids. To go back to this performance, we try and concentrate on a process rather than products. So, for example, if you saw the jazz performance, that's one of the things that Miss Annette Marchand has been working through the year, exploring different dance styles. If you've been following our newsletters, then last year was about one of the things that she concentrated was jazz. So it's not an item. Yes, Bhangra for now, Bharatnatyam for the junior school was one-off thing. But just to be on stage and learn fluidity of movements and learn grace, that then translates into any dance form. Incidentally, parents, would you please teach your sons that it's cool, it's really cool to dance. We had to put all the mustaches on our young girls because the boys weren't ready to dance. I know 10 years later they'll be picking up somebody But right now, they don't think it's cool enough. I don't know, I wish I could tell them that yours truly never attends any New Year party because I end up being a wallflower. And I hope they never end up doing the same. They should learn how to dance. It's a very good skill. So yeah, we've tried to build processes over the years, especially 2 years of COVID coming back, in trying to get into a rhythm. And we'll try exploring. I know we try a musical. I know we've had parents who said, "Why are you doing these kinds of these kind of shows?" A musical becomes easy for putting so many kids up on stage. We would like every kid up on stage. Never mind if they do something small. So you saw your great prefect child and someone who finished on the podium on sports day, spending hours fanning the king. But we didn't want the Maharaja to get hot under the collar, right? So we had to make her just stand on stage and fan. I think that's so inconsequential. But when you got 50 kids saying 50 different lines, and they got to come in and go at the right time, then that's not easy. And it's what the chief guest of the primary annual day called collaborative intelligence. And to have collaborative intelligence is also important. That you'll have your moment under the sun. You'll have your moment under the arc lights. But there are times when you've got to be part of a show. Sometimes you've got to be on the ring side. Sometimes you're there in the ring. I hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you for being with us once again on this part of the journey. Together we will learn and make 2024, 2023, 24 even better. I did tell, and I'm going to repeat that message, while we've got a lot of heroes and young heroines on stage and up there, when I look back at the year, I think, and you two have done very well, I know that teaching has never been as tough, and I've been around for 30 years in this profession. It's been a tough year in trying to cope with our own issues, parents' expectations, students coming back from diverse backgrounds and diverse experiences and into a class and trying to get back to normal life. So for me, while I say thank you to all you parents and guardians, I will say thank you to all the staff, the coordinators and the staff, and all the housekeeping and all the domestic support staff, because they've really, really done well in just holding together this place and doing and achieving whatever we managed to achieve. Thank you very much, staff. Thank you all very much. I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you, sir, for your warm and encouraging words. It's now time to enter the world of Horace Green.
School of Rock is best in its big, brash, unabashedly rock and roll moments. Chief among them, Stick It to the Man, the anthem through which Dewey incites the kids to revolt against their first world problems.
May I now call upon Miss Mullins, principal of Horace Green, to brief us about the next act.
Unfortunately, Miss Mullins will not be able to make it. However, I am Miss Shankoff, her assistant, and today I will be filling in for her. So, sorry, just... Hello? No. Well, what do you want me to do about it? Mr. Noble, I am busy. Take care of it yourself. Sorry about that. Horace Green has just been a nightmare lately. We've been searching for this new substitute because we've lost this really important teacher, and Miss Mullins has been so snappy lately. Sorry, I'm rambling on. I was supposed to do something. Yes, for the last event of the day, make sure to let loose as the students of grade 6, 7, 8, and 9 present the musical The School of Rock.
Superman rock.
Hey guys, I've got some killer new material for Battle of the Bands.
Dewey, you're out. We're taking the Battle of the Bands seriously this year. Meet Snake.
Sup? What? No, you can't kick me out. I created No Vacancy.
You created the band, but the band wants you out now.
Don't worry, Dewey. You don't fit in, and we are all really good looking.
Well, thanks for that, Doug. But you've forgotten about one thing, the music. And you know what? I don't need you. I don't need any of you.
Do we have to do this now?
Yes, he's trashed the house again. I'm sick of it.
He's lived here a long time.
What does that mean? He's lived here longer than me, so I matter less?
No, Patty Cake, of course not. It's just, we went to high school together. We were in a band together. He's my best friend.
He's not your friend. He's a freeloader, Ned. He takes advantage of you. He's rude to me, and it's time he paid rent.
Waking him up in the morning is a bad idea.
You can't live your life letting people push you around. Go, do it. Wake up, Dewey. Get up.
Ugh, Patty, what do you want?
The rent?
You woke me up for that?
Yes, we woke you up for that.
I'm so sick and tired of being the guy that everyone comes to for the money I owe them.
Well, sorry to disturb your beauty sleep, but we have to go to work now. I serve the mayor of the city, and Ned here has the most important job there is.
Temping.
Teaching. A substitute teacher is not a temp.
He's a babysitter.
I'd like to see you try it.
We don't care what you think of us, Dewey. Pay some rent.
Ned, the Battle of the Bands is in 3 weeks. I need every penny I make.
So do we. Why don't you sell that stupid guitar of yours?
No! You wouldn't make Picasso sell his guitar?
My God, you're an idiot.
Ned, come on. You can't have forgotten what I'm playing for.
He's moved on. It's called growing up. You should try it too.
Come on, Ned. I've been mooching off you for years. It's never been a problem before.
Come on, if you don't pay rent, Patty might leave me.
So I shouldn't pay the rent then?
Dewey, I've never got another girlfriend.
Listen, Ned. When I win the Battle of the Bands, I will be rolling in the Benjamins. And then I'll pay your stupid rent.
Please, Dewey, just pay it.
Hello?
Hello, this is Rosalie Mullins, principal of Horace Green Prep School. Am I speaking with Mr. Ned Schneebly?
No, he's not here.
Will you give him a message?
Yeah, whatever.
We have had an emergency and we need an immediate substitute to start tomorrow morning at 8:45. I am not sure for how long, but the position will pay $950 a week.
$950 a week?
Yes, $950 a week.
Hold on. I think he just came in through the door. Hello, is anyone home? Oh, hey, Dewey. Oh, hey, Ned. The principal for Horace Green is on the phone for you.
Hello, this is Ned Schneebly. With whom am I speaking, please?
No running!
Zach, don't make me call you twice and walk like you're going somewhere. Tuck your shirt in. Look at you.
Good morning, Mr. Mooneyham. Good morning, Zach.
Good morning, Miss Mullins.
Good morning, Mrs. Hathaway. Good morning, Summer.
Good morning, Miss Mullins. Miss Mullins, I wonder if I could... Mom, your car's in a no parking zone.
I know, honey, but I just wanted
Out
to
with the asking. Go move the car.
All right, honey, if you're... She's so definite.
Isn't she just?
You sure got everything?
Your homework? Your books?
Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. Spencer Williams. Good morning, Tamika.
Well, hello, Miss Mullins. How's she settling in?
It's hard to join a new school at her age, but she'll be fine.
And your cold is completely gone?
It wasn't a cold. It was an allergy.
I'm holding a lunch. Tamika, wait, I've got the lunch.
Children, one word before you go. Due to Mrs. Dunham's injury, a substitute will be arriving this morning. His name is Mr. Schneebly, and I want to see him treated with the courtesy that has made Horace Green famous. You are dismissed.
Miss Mullins, when will he be here?
I told him we begin at 8:45.
But it's 9:45.
Let's hope he arrives before 10.
And will he even fit in?
His resume is very impressive. Can you take care of his class until he arrives?
Get back, all of you, now!
No running! Don't cry. Do you want a hug? But I... Deliveries are out back.
No, hi. I'm Ned Schneebly, the substitute.
You're very late, Mr. Schneebly. Never mind. You're here now. Principal Rosalie Mullins. We spoke on the phone?
Yeah, sure. Do you think I could get paid up front?
What?
Well, it'd just be really great if I could get paid now, in cash.
We don't do that.
Well, no checks made out to Ned Schneebly, okay? All checks made out to cash. Tax purposes.
You can discuss that with Candace in administration at the end of the day.
And when is the end of the day?
The school hours are from 8:45 to 3.
Well, okay. Do you think I could duck out a little early? You know, I had a few last night. My head is just pounding. That is, if you don't mind.
I mind, Mr. Schneebly. And remember, there is no corporal punishment here.
Yeah, but you do spank them, right?
No! The children, as a rule, learn discipline. And we prepare them to compete with the elite. Till they're dispersed to Harvard or at worst, Cornell. Here we are. This is your class.
Good morning, Miss Mullins.
Thank you, Miss Shankoff.
You're welcome.
This is Mrs. Dunham's substitute, Mr. Schneebly.
Good morning, Mr. Schneebly.
Why don't you write your name on the board?
Good thinking.
That's a funny S.
I'm just trying to get control of this darn chalk.
Well then, any further questions? Mr. Schneebly.
When's lunch?
Lunch is at lunchtime. Good luck. Have fun, Mr. Schneebly.
Okay. Who's got some food?
We're discouraged from bringing unauthorized food into the building.
Well, nobody's gonna get into any trouble. I'm hungry. You. I know you've got food.
I have a cereal bar.
Give it here. Ugh. What is this? Don't you have any real food?
Real food?
A burger, a pizza. What's the matter with you?
I'm gluten intolerant.
You got, what's your name?
Friday.
Well, get up here, Freddie Mercury. You got any money?
I have $10.
Okay, go get me a meatball sub with extra cheese and a large Coke.
Mr. Schneebly, we can't leave the school.
Ever?
Not until the final bell.
Okay, here's the deal. I've got a hangover. Who knows what that is?
Does it mean you're drunk?
No, it means I was drunk yesterday.
It means you're an alcoholic.
Alcoholic, you. What's your name?
Zach
Well, shut up, Zach Mooneyham. Today, you can just chill. We'll start on all the teaching rubbish tomorrow. Now go, leave me alone. Go take recess or something. You, Lucy Lou.
Summer Hathaway. Do you have any questions about our schedule? Mrs. Dunham starts with vocabulary, followed by a word quiz, and then she divides us into
Don't you
reading
see
groups
that Mrs. Dumb Bum is not your teacher today? I am. And I say you can take recess.
My parents don't spend $50,000 a year for recess.
$50,000.
Mr. Schneebly, this poster tracks our achievements. We get gold stars for how we do in class.
What kind of sick school is this? This is a tool of the man.
The who?
Well, not the who, the man. You know, Miss Mullins is the man. The man created global warming and tuxedos.
So what are we supposed to do about it?
Well, you're supposed to fight it with rock and roll and spirit and all that you've got.
That's all very well, but how can we be graded or get any gold stars if we just have recess?
Now listen, when I'm your teacher, there will be no grades, no gold stars, and no achievements. We will have recess all the time. Get it? Now go.
We'll see what Miss Mullins has to say about this.
Me. No, we won't. Now go.
Patty, I'm home. Oh, hello. Are you going out?
I'm going for a run. Come with?
I'd love to, babe, but I have papers to grade. I don't want to betray 35 children.
That's my little Neddy. Such a hard worker. Bye, Mr. Wonderful.
Judas!
Oh my God, Dewey, don't sneak up on me like that. I thought you were Patty.
Well, never mind her. You're playing without me. Could my week get any worse?
I just started, but I've only got a few minutes left before Patty gets home.
Good. So, how was your day?
So.
Oh, that's what teaching does to you, man. It is life-sucking. Trust me. I know.
How?
I just do.
Sorry you got kicked out of your band.
Ugh, never mind that. I have a plan. Hey Joe, what's going on, man?
Gabe, it's 10 o'clock. I student for your first period, bud.
What's that sound?
Your class. They have music studies now with Miss Mullins.
My kids. The brats with the gold stars. They are making that sound?
Yes.
Freddie, I'm warning you. Ugh, that's it. You're done. Get out. Class dismissed.
Miss Mullins, may I speak to you a moment?
Yes, Summer.
I have some concerns about Mr. Schneebly. Are you sure he's qualified to teach us?
I'm sure he is more qualified to teach than you are to question my decisions.
But he
It's
told the-
time for class, Summer.
Come in, everyone. Sit.
What's going on, Mr. Schneebly?
I'll tell you what's going on, Summer. Why did none of you tell me that you could play music?
What difference does it make?
You, Zach, you play the electric guitar? Well, Zach, let's waste that time together. Come here. Take a hold of your axe and try to block out this wind. Now let your shoulders relax. You don't wanna be so stiff. Now keep on going, don't stop. Take it over the top. Squeeze out every last drop. Make your show really flop. Give it one final walk. Then yes, you're in the band. You, what's your name? Okay, Katie, come here. You play the cello, right? Go take that. Okay. Turn the cello this way, and it's practically like a bass. Now pop the strings and you play, and watch how you shred my face. Yeah, look at how she shred my face, everyone. Okay. Now take a hold of these notes, grab it right by the throat, keep the rhythm afloat. Don't forget to emote, and that's all that you wrote. Baby, you're in the band. Lawrence, come here. Go. If you play the piano, you can play the key. So just loosen it up and try your expertise. Take a look at this music and let your mind expand. Yes, you're in the band. Okay, who wants to be my drummer? Ready, come here. Drums. Sit your butt at the skins and try to whack out a beat. Well, that's okay. For my grandma. And she's dead. Now feel the groove in your pants and slowly turn up the heat. Yeah, now I sing like my grandma who's alive. Okay. And a rat-a-tat-tat on the bass and hi-hat. Make it juicy and fat, yes, exactly like that. And now shut it down flat. You're in the band. I need a couple of roadies. I need someone in the band. We're in the band. You're in the band. We're in the band. You're in the band. Hey Lawrence, what's up, man?
I don't think I should be in the band.
Why not?
I'm not cool. People in bands are cool.
Why do you say you're not cool? The way you play, you're cool.
Nobody talks to me except Tomika.
Well, those days are over, man. Trust me.
You don't understand. You're too cool.
Come here. You think I don't know what it's like to be lonely and have no friends and to be left out of everything? Trust me, man. I know. But when I'm done with you, you'll be so cool. You'll be a walking popsicle.
Honest?
Honest.
Okay, I'll do it.
Clapton. Memorize it. Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Rush. Feel it and dream. Now go, listen, study, learn.
Where's your homework? I don't believe it. More music? Should I tell you what my homework was? Or how I had to chop wood? Jeez, Freddy, if I had...
I get the message, Dad.
No, you don't. Do you even know why I'm paying for this school? Or why I'll pay for an Ivy League college? So you can have any career you choose.
I choose or you choose?
Now pick up that hammer and get to some real work.
What are you reading?
Sports Illustrated.
Vogue.
I'm going to my room.
No, you're going to come here and watch the game.
Do I have to?
Yes, you're a Sanford. Your granddad played football, your dad played football, and you're going to play football too. It's a legacy, Billy. Now sit and watch the game.
I don't fit in.
But we love your new school.
You know how long you're on the waiting list for Horace Green?
I miss my old friends.
Don't be silly. You can make friends anywhere you go.
BFFs, besties.
But they're so much smarter than me.
No one is smarter than you, Tomika. No one is better than you.
But I don't know how to talk to anyone.
Tamika, we know what's best for you.
Look, I'm not asking anymore. Just get it done.
You won't believe the day we had it.
What did I say when Daddy's on the phone?
You're working.
Yes, I'm working. Hey Jim, I want 10,000 shares in Northbrook Chemicals. Never mind why. I know what I know. Just get it done.
You always talk all the time. You never let me get in a word. I wish I had a dime for every thought I've swallowed and heard. No matter what it is that I do, it's like I just can't seem to get through. I've got so much to say, if only you would listen. I've tried every which way, still you never listen. Can't you see I'm hurting? I couldn't be more clear, but I promise one day I'll make you hear. You know I try to explain I'm not the kid you want me to be, and yet it's all in vain. You just don't wanna see the real me. You think you know what I'm all about, but yet you just keep shutting me out. I've got so much to share, if only you would listen. You could prove that you care, but still you never listen. I just wanna beg you, you'll never see a tear.
Okay, now listen up and look alive. The first thing you do when you start a band, the very first thing you do is talk about your influences. So, who do you like? You.
Taylor Swift.
Who? No. To the corner. You.
Kanye.
No. Again, corner. Billy.
Adele.
No, guys, come on. This is Project Rock Band. I'm talking about bands that rock, like Led Zeppelin. Who? Don't tell me you guys have never gotten a lead out. What about Sabbath? AC/DC? Motorhead? Oh, what do they teach you in this place? Summer, new schedule. 8:45 to 10:45, rock history. 11 to 12, rock theory and appreciation. And then band practice until the end of the day.
What about math?
Not important. Ozzy Osbourne doesn't do math.
Science?
Definitely not important. Guys, come on. We got to focus here. You got to have a purpose. Don't you want to win this competition? It's prestigious.
But what are we going to play?
Don't you worry about that. We have some awesome material which I wrote.
Let's hear it.
You want to hear my song? Well, just keep in mind, I wrote it in like 15 minutes. It's not really done yet, and I'm just like still a work in progress.
Just play the damn song, Schneebly.
Oh, okay, fine. Just let me get in the zone first. You know what? Let me get in the zone. Come on, write this down. I'm just riffing here, okay? Tip of the tongue, the teeth, the lips. It starts off on a dark stage. A beam of light. And me and my guitar. And then it's like down, 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 down. In the end of time, and then boom, confetti explosions! But you know, that's all I have for now. It's a work in progress.
I liked it, Mr. Schneebly. I thought it was catchy.
Well, thank you, Summer Hathaway. You're still not getting a gold star. Okay, everybody stand up. For this lesson, we're going to sing an anthem from the 50s, okay? Now, 'cause you're not hardcore.
No, you're not hardcore.
Unless you live hardcore.
Unless you live hardcore.
And the legend of the Ren was way hardcore.
Are we really going to goof off like this for the rest of the semester?
Oh, we're not goofing off, Freddy. We're forging rock and roll. What I'm saying is, the man makes the rules. He's the one that gets you mad. To play rock, you gotta get angry. I'm your teacher, so I'm the man. Go ahead and stick it to me.
When the world has whipped you and crushed you in its fist. When the way you're treated has got you in a twist. There's been one solution since the world began. Don't you sit and take it, stick it to the man. Rant and rave and scream and shout, get all of your aggression out. They try to stop you, let them know exactly where they all can go. And do it just as loudly as you can. Stick it to the man.
It's overwork ya.
Stick it to the man.
Hate the way they check ya.
Stick it to the man.
Tired of the system.
Stick it to the man.
Rise up and resist 'em.
Stick it to the man. Break the rules, ignore the signs, and color ray outside the lights. Go on the streets and watch your life. They hate it, they can take a hand. Live your life to someone else's plan. Stick it to the man.
Mullins is on the move. Position. Okay, and lo, the great George Washington crossed the Delaware border, therefore giving us the Festival of Thanksgiving. Hi, Miss Mullins. Come in.
Good afternoon, children.
Good afternoon, Miss Mullins.
Sit down. Mr. Schneebly, you were asking about a possible field trip for your class?
Yeah, well, they need to qualify first.
Qualify?
Yeah, for the field trip.
Well, I've checked and I was right. There's an insurance problem and substitutes don't take field trips. And before you ask, no exceptions.
Well, that's that. That's what, Summer. Now listen, we gotta hustle, okay? When the bell rings for gym, which is useless anyway, we grab all the instruments, we run to my van. We gotta be quick if we want this to happen, okay?
But then what? What if we qualify?
If we qualify, Freddy, if, as a wise prophet once said, we are the champions. Now hurry up, we gotta be quick, quick. for a Jeff?
I'm he.
But they say you're in charge around here.
Well, I was in charge.
What do you mean was?
We just had a couple of auditions to see this morning, and that one was the last. And now the bill is filled. Who are they?
They are my band.
Kids? Is this some kind of gimmick?
Well, see, I know they're kids and it may look like a gimmick, but they sound amazing if you just listen to them.
I'm sorry, I didn't have the time for this. Better luck next year.
There won't be next year.
What?
There won't be next year for any of us, will there, Mr. Schneebly?
Yeah, she's right, Jeff. I can call you Jeff, right? You know, if it wasn't for the fact that the Battle of the Bands was one of the only things keeping these kids going and keeping them for another year.
What do you mean?
Well, they suffer from a rare disease.
What disease?
Stick it to the Manus.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yes, it is, Jeff. You've heard of the Yoda Hospice for Children Out of Luck?
I don't think so.
Well, they're a good place, Jeff, and they do good things. But they can't work miracles, Jeff. If only they could. I wish they could. But the Battle of the Bands was keeping these kids going. But don't worry, I can break the news to them that they won't make it. Unless, of course, you listen to them. It's okay. It's fine, it's fine. Just stay here, it's fine.
I don't know.
Hit it, kids! 1, 2, 3, 'cause you're not hardcore.
No, you're not hardcore.
Unless you live hardcore.
Unless you live
Come on,
hardcore.
Jeff, be hardcore. Jeff, 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 Jeff.
All right. I surrender. You're in.
Yes! Guys, we're in the Battle of the Bands! Woo! There's no way you can stop the School of Rock. Yeah! Woo! Oh my God.
All right, everybody, hurry up and take your seats. Until Mr. Schneebly's back from the staff meeting, I'm in charge.
Oh yeah? Says who?
Says me? The band manager? Get it? I don't have all day. Only 36 hours until the battle. You, no one comes in through that door.
On it. Security, roll out.
You, go on and clear the light board.
On it.
You, show them the new hot move.
All right. A 5, 6, 7, 8.
Has the microphone been tested?
Check.
What about the stand?
Check.
Place it as requested and await my next command. Are the pyrotechnics ready?
Yeah.
And sing to the routine.
Check.
I'm counting on you, Sophie. Don't mess up the fog machine. And who's got the speaker cable? Come on, people, this isn't hard.
We're ordering XL.
Get extra if you're able. Put it on your mother's card. And what about the song list? Printed like I said? If you've brought the wrong list, you're dead. Got the flanger?
Check.
Right. And so there's one more thing. You, can we reveal the costumes?
I'm still working out some looks.
Look, we don't have time to waste while you try to find some taste.
Fine, here it is.
No!
Fine, I'll ditch the sequence.
You go too! What was the meeting about?
I don't know, parents' night?
Parents' night?
Yeah, they want to see your written work and your completed projects.
What written work?
What completed projects?
What are you gonna do, Mr. Schneebly?
I don't know, Summer, you're the one with the brains around here.
I don't know, you're the teacher.
You know what? You're right. We just need to come up with a plan. Does anyone have any ideas? Wait. Tomika has something to say. Front and center. What's up?
I just wish.
Tomika, I know you're shy, but I'm not a mind reader.
I wish I was in the band.
Well, do you play an instrument?
No.
Well, you didn't want to sing.
That's because you asked me to be a backup, but I'm a singer, not a backup.
Okay, you know what, Tomika? I can put you in the band and I can make you a singer, but only if you sing for me, okay? And it's okay if you don't want to or you can't, but I can only make you a singer if you can sing for me. Okay, does anyone have any more ideas?
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
That was amazing, Tomika. I always knew there was something in you, and now we know what it is. Pure magic. You're in the band. 3 cheers for Tomika. Tomika.
Red alert, it's Mullins.
And therefore E equals MC squared.
Miss Mullins, come in.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Only Miss Shankoff thought she heard music coming from this class again.
I haven't heard any music.
What's that?
I get it. Miss Shankoff must have heard us learning in sing-song.
One of your methods?
Yeah, I find it very useful for teaching boring subjects.
We don't acknowledge there are any boring subjects here at Horace Green.
Well, slightly boring?
You don't mind if I sit in on your class this afternoon, do you?
No, not at all. Come back this afternoon.
It is afternoon, Mr. Schneebly. Please continue with your method.
Yeah, sure. Okay. 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 Yeah. Okay. Math is a wonderful thing. Math is a really cool thing. So get off your ass. Let's do some math. Math. 42 divided by 6 is, Katie?
7.
And 55 divided by 5 is, yes, Madison?
11.
Good. And 74 is 65 more than, what is that number? Summer?
9.
No, it's 8.
No, it's 9.
Yes, it's 9. I was just testing you. And that's a magic number. Okay, everyone, don't forget to do your homework. And tomorrow we'll start with the rhythm of logarithms, but not before we sing to the life of President Grant. Yeah.
Your methods are certainly very unusual, Mr. Schneebly.
Well, I don't find them to be.
Well, let me be clear, Mr. Schneebly. We are not interested in any experimental philosophy here at Horace Green. Music is for music class, and math is for math class. Got it?
Any plans today?
Huge plans, Ned. Huge. And I'm going to be out all night, so don't wait up for me.
Oh, I won't. I'm taking Patty to Applebee's.
Ned, you got a letter from Horace Green.
Really?
You never told me you sent in your resume.
They never answered.
Well, they've answered now. You deserve this, Ned. You deserve the best.
Whoa, why would Horace Green pay me $2,600?
What? Why? You never really worked there.
No, I'm sure he did. He just forgot.
I think I would have remembered if I'd worked at Horace Green.
Well, they must have mixed up 2 letters, but I'm sure they want you for an interview. I'm so proud of you, but call them now, okay?
Have you seen my phone? What are you doing?
Nothing.
You've got my letter.
And?
Give it back to me. I need to call them.
No, you don't. Why can't you just spend the money?
It's not mine, Dewey. I didn't earn it.
So it's like a bonus. You can spend it. It's fine.
And wind up in court for stealing? I don't think so.
I told them not to make any checks out to Ned Schneebly. Okay, Ned, sit down. Would you believe me if I told you I'd done a bad thing? I'm not the type of guy who'd take advantage of his friends, but...
Only because you haven't got any friends.
Okay, if I tell you something, do you promise not to tell Patty?
Sure.
No, you can't be sure like that. It's not guaranteed at all. She's stronger than either of us. She's stronger than George Washington.
I said I won't tell her, so I won't tell her.
Okay, I've got the school bus for tonight.
And we really have permission?
We have permission to go to our concert. Excuse me?
What do you think? It's glam. It's fabulous. Have you no vision?
I have 20/20 vision, Billy, and I've seen salads dress better than this. This is not my style.
You talk to me about style? You can't even dress yourself. You wear the same ugly clothes to school every day. Fine, I give up. They can wear their uniforms.
Oh, that's actually not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea. I was kidding.
Zach, what is that?
Just a little song I'm playing around with.
You wrote a song. Play it for me.
I'm not much of a singer.
Oh, that's fine. Play it.
Baby, we are making straight A's, but we were stuck in the dumb days. Don't take you much to memorize your lies. I feel like I've been hypnotized.
apologize. You know what, Zach? I like it. I really do. Freddie, Katie, Lawrence, rock positions.
What are you doing?
Well, we're playing your song, Zach, because that's what bands do. You got any chords? You got the lyrics?
Sure.
Give it here. Okay, this is good. This is good. If it's okay with the writer, can we change it to rock got no reason, rock got no rhyme?
Okay.
Okay, ladies, up there, I'm gonna need you to do some ooh la las, okay? Like ooh la 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 la, ooh la 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 la, and do like some funky moves. Katie, come on, give me your rock face. Freddie, count me in.
1, 2, 3.
The teacher's bed, baby, you better forget it. If I got no reason, if I got no rhyme, you better
Mr.
get
Schneebly, may I introduce you to the parents of your class?
Yeah.
What is it with this music? Zach is not a smart kid. He doesn't have the time to waste on music when he should be studying. Now he says when he grows up, he wants to be a musician.
But I don't think that would be such a bad idea.
Not the same, singing and listening, but what's she learning?
Lawrence's head is stuffed with keyboards. He won't talk about anything else. Summer tells me they don't work. They just sit around and play music.
Mr. S, don't you think we should tell them about the Battle of the Bands?
What Battle of the Bands?
Okay, everybody, relax, please. I'll explain everything. Good evening to everyone. Welcome to Parents' Night. I'm Ned Schneebly, Miss Dunham's substitute. Now, I've really got to know your kids over the last few weeks. You say that Zach isn't smart. Are you insane? He's an incredible guitarist. And don't even get me started on Tomika. Tomika, she's a star. Freddie and Katie, they can jam with the best of them. And Lawrence on the keys, he's insane. Ever since these kids have picked up these instruments, they've grown so much. And Summer, gosh, Summer will be the first woman president of the United States. If they were my kids, I would be so proud. I am proud.
Wait! Stop! He's an imposter!
Ned, you told Patty?
She got it out of me. Sorry.
Don't apologize.
What's going on here?
I'll tell you what's going on. This is the real Ned Schneebly, and this loser is Dewey Finn. He's not a teacher. He can barely read.
Well, you know what? I will admit my name is Dewey Finn.
No!
Yes, indeed. And even though I'm not licensed to teach, I promise you, I can read.
$50,000 for this?
That's why I'm telling you that you have.
People, please, just calm down. There is no need to be alarmed, and I can assure you that no children were harmed. The fault's completely mine, but I'm sorry to inform you that all of your children are missing.
What? Miss Mullins, do you know why the bus is in the parking lot?
I have no idea. Where are the parents?
Screaming and panicking that their children are in danger.
You think I've been a fool?
If you're asking, I think you need to take charge. And you can do it. You're a strong woman and a good principal. I do not want to hear any more self-doubt today. Now, I'll see what I can do with the parents.
Zach, you cannot go to the Battle of the Bands.
I forgot my guitar and I'm playing it. And plus, we are a good band, Miss Mullins.
But he's not who he says he is.
Who cares? He taught us that rock and roll can set us free. We can't fail him now.
Miss Mullins, the parents are back and they're demanding a meeting right now.
Go. I'll handle this.
I'm going, and when I get back, I want him out of here.
She's right, Dewey.
She's a pain.
She may be a pain, but she's right. You've done some really messed up stuff. Did you ever think about me?
But you're not involved.
Oh no? I could lose my teaching license, Dewey. My license, the apartment.
I'm sorry, Ned.
It's too late for that. I want you out of here. Go. I love playing music with you. It was the best time of my life.
What are you all doing here?
The bus is outside. I want to go.
But I'm a loser. Just go back to school.
Mr. Schneebly, you can't give up
No,
now.
you don't get it. I'm not Mr. Schneebly. I wasted your time and I used all of you. Just go. No one cares about that. Get up. Okay. Let's rock.
Why is there a bus full of singing students in the driveway?
Well, I'll tell you why, Patty. Because I'm going to the Battle of the Bands and you can't stop me.
Aren't you going to do something?
Shut up! I'm going for the show.
Guys, come on, we're late. Well, we're late, but we're here, and the show is still on.
You're on next. Be ready. Lights? Alright. Go, hair, makeup, costumes.
Okay, we only have one chance and one song to show them who we really are, and I think it should be Zach's.
What about your song?
No, Zach, you don't get it. You're better than me. You are 10 years old and you're better than me.
Yeah, but we don't know Zach's song. Not like we know your song.
If we play it, we may not win.
Well, we're not here to win. We're here to rock, okay? Tumika, you're taking the solo. Got it? Now, is everybody with me?
Yes.
Is everybody with me?
Yes!
Now let's rock!
Woo!
Mr. Schneebly?
Dude, here, it's Dewey.
Whatever. I almost forgot. Here's your costume.
Oh, thanks.
Zach, get over here! Stand back. That's my son. Zach, what are you doing with that man?
That man? You mean the man who thought I could achieve something in my
Nika,
life?
why here? Why now?
I finally feel like I'm part of this class.
Mom, I've never felt so cool before.
Summer, make them let us in.
You have to get a ticket.
Let's try out the front.
Zach, I'm warning you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the School of Rock.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are the School of Rock, and this song was written by our lead guitarist, Zach Murray.
just a moment.
That was amazing.
Are you mad at me, Dad?
Never! That was amazing, Sarah!
Ned? Ned, you look amazing!
That was awesome.
Oh, well, it was not me. It was all these kids, man. Oh, wait. I need to handle something, okay? I'm sorry. You know, they came to my house. I couldn't help it. That's fine.
Wait! Stop! There he is! Take him! That's the man!
Is there a problem, officer? Sir, I'm going to need you to come with me.
What? What do you mean? This man has been the best teacher.
Teacher? He's not a teacher at all.
No, he's not a teacher. Mr. Finn is our music coach, and he's fully qualified for that.
It seems there's been a mistake, ma'am.
And now wait a minute.
Think twice before you waste police time.
Give it up, Patty.
Ned!
Did you really mean that about the music coach?
I don't know. Let's try it. Coaching after class. Because I'll tell you this, Dewey Finn. I have never felt so cool in my life.
And tonight's $20,000 first prize goes to... No vacancy!
What?
Meet the man that he comes!
School of Rock! School of Rock!
Gather down, guys. Come here. Listen to that. No, really listen. That's what we came here for. We came to rock. And remember, no real rock star ever won anything. I'm proud of all of you guys. I really am. No way you can stop.
May we call Miss Aditi, Miss Hetal, and Miss Alfie on stage?
Salino, Miss Shabina.
Salino, Miss Shavina, Miss Annette.
On stage, teacher.
On stage, please.
Miss Shabina.
What a way to end the show. Let's hear it one more time for the School of Rock.
May I now request Ms. D.G. Gokhale, coordinator for the middle school and IGCSE, to kindly propose the vote of thanks.
I would surely do injustice if I don't thank each and everyone because they've put together a fantabulous performance. Don't you agree, audience? Thank you to our chief guest for honoring us today, Ms. Susanna Sarlo. Our principal, Mr. Carol Joseph, for supporting the entire team from day one. We couldn't have pulled this far without you, sir. The Bhangra folk dance, choreography, Miss Annette Marcher. Assistant Miss Nina and Miss Analia. Hero Song Performance, Mr. John Lino. Assistants in Training, Miss Natanya Lopez and Mr. Jurish Nath. Hindi Play, Script Writing and Direction, Miss Shabina. And Direction Assistants, Miss Jyoti, Miss Cheryl and Miss Sai. Production Assistants, Adira Gai, Vaishnavi, Vedan, Kimaya, Neil Shivastava, Talasha Sequera. Backdrop, Stefano and Jahan Menincres. Put your hands together. Jazz Dance Performance, Choreography, Miss Annette. Assistants, Miss Nina Singh and Miss Analia. School of Rock Direction, Mr. Alfie Silvera. Assistant Director, Miss Aditi. Props, Miss Sophia and Miss Neetu. Vocals, Mr. John Lino, Miss Natanya and Mr. Jurish. Production Assistant, Miss Lizelle, Miss Zoya, Mr. Manoj, Vanya, Reja, Zoravar, Jaden, Samira, Vivan and Jovin. Costumes, Miss Neetu and Miss Charlene. Special acknowledgements, Event Coordinator, Miss Heetal Gangani. Stage Director, Mr. Alfie, Miss Shabina. Music Director, Mr. John Lino. Choreographer, Miss Annette. Logistics and Tech Support, Mr. Siddesh, Mr. Jonathan and Akhil. Graphic Design, Miss Clesia. Put your hands together, audience. Production Assistant, Stefano Alvarez, Jahan Menincres, Vanya Reja. Costume Props, Back-End Assistants, Miss Sophia, Miss Neetu, Miss Charlene, Neil, Jovin, Talasha, Shayan, Kimaya, Arnav, Kaira, Vivan and Trisha. And our wonderful MCs for today, Anya Sheikh and Marcel Padgaukar. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. May I request everyone to kindly stand at attention for the national anthem?
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. With that, we come to the end of the show. This is me, Marcel.
And this is Anya, signing off. Have a lovely weekend, everyone.